Star Savior. Okay, Star Savior is literally around the corner. It's releasing in about a week or a little bit more than a week. So then let's go over tier list. I'm not super big on the tier list, but it's a good, I guess, gauge. You can see exactly what to go for, what to do when you first boot up into the game. But take everything with a grain of salt because this is from the KRJP side of things. So things are subjected to change however they feel fit. Units might not be the same. Also, there's supposed to be a counter-side collab. Um, I believe in one of their JP streams, they did say the counter-side collab was going to drop March 19th. So if that's the case, that's the same day as a global release date. Hopefully, it all incorporates and the counter-side drops the same time global releases. There's also a few quality of life things I did mention in my previous video. So like skips and all that stuff, and just quality of life things will be updated into the game on patch 2.0 for JPK or for JP and the KR side. So hopefully that, like I said, it all incorporates into this. So I'm gonna link this website down below. They seem pretty legit in terms of I guess based off what to go and what to believe. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt because tier lists always change. Power creep is a thing. Also to note, I did see on their Twitter page they said they will be going live. I believe March 10th, which is tomorrow, and it's 19 UTC. And that being about 6 a.m. my time, which is Eastern. And some things that they will be going over will be the introduction of the Star Savior content, global official launch schedule and supported service languages, pre-registration event rewards, and they also have special rewards prepared for the global launch. So that's extra rewards. So if, like I said, if you're into the re-rolling stuff, that's perfect for you. More summons. But I did hear it takes about 10 minutes to re-roll. So take that. I think that's fairly fast. Not as fast as some other games, but that's not terrible. But yes, I did hear it takes about 10 minutes to re-roll. So if that's something you would like to do, just keep in mind that it takes 10 minutes. And like I said, they are adding quality of life things, so it might take a little bit, might not be as long. And I also heard now I think they're gonna add guest accounts so you could sign in, sign out, just to make re-roll a little easier. But take into consideration as well, there's 4% SSR rate, 2% rate up for, or 1% if you're looking for a light or dark unit, which looks like light and dark units are tier 0, which is I feel like the most case. Well, it's the case for a lot of games. So to head into this tier list, so you see here they have the tier rankings. They got tier 0. Sorry. So yeah, you got tier 0, which is God tier, which is absolutely broken, defines the meta. You got your top tier characters, your meta defining characters, top picks, and niche picks, which I feel like either or it can all work depending on what you're playing. PvE, and keep in mind the strictly PvE content that can cover everything. I'm guessing these top tier units are good in PvP too, but this is strictly for PvE right now. So in your so in your tier 0, you have Emily, and then you also have Asher Waltz of Starlight. Also to look at, there are typings in this game. So the typings I see here, it looks like that one is fire, um, which is the main one. That's fire. They also have, I don't, what is this one? I think they have it up here listed. Yeah, see? So they have fire, they have moon, they have star, they have order, chaos. Um, and I'm guessing it goes in order. So fire, moon, star, order, chaos. Okay. So I guess there's no super. Oh well, there's Lacey who's in chaos. So tier 0, you have Emily, Astro Waltz of Starlight. I've heard they're the perfect 2 units to go. If you're rerolling, reroll for these 2 units. But I also heard it's better to get Arcana cards, which are their support cards, because it helps with the journey and this long-term process. It's better than getting Emily and Astro Waltz of Starlight. But if you're able to get both somehow, because you're lucky, even better. So like I said, tier 0, Emily, Astro Waltz of Starlight. And I heard Lacey's also a good character to reroll for. So between these 3, you also have Bunny Girl Charlotte. You have Muriel. Yeah, Frey Noble Princess, Bunny Girl Claire, Bella Reese. You got, and then Lacey. Those are the double S tier. So they're still very good. Like I said, this is all subject to change. And you in the S tier, you have Charlotte, you have Kyra, you have Petra, Lav, Dana, Haiti, Tanya, Luna, Sierra, Eliza, and Lydia. Okay, it's not bad. The character designs are kind of tough. I do like the way I like this character design. Um, I also kind of like Muriel, not terrible. Emily looks kind of badass. Then we go, that's S tier. So now we go to A and B, which is kind of like the pick and the niche picks. So for S, you got Bunny Girl Scarlet, you got Harley, you got Serpang, Ashra, Pendel, Lily, Frey, Omega, Smile. Smile looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie to you. You have Anna in the B tier, you have Scarlet, you have Carmen, Claire, Vera, Marcel, Trish, Besta, Clarissa, and Naru. Naru looks like someone that's being Honkai Star Rail. That's just me. But that is the tier list. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Go for your favorite characters. Go for the best characters. Me personally, I won't be rerolling just because I feel like it kind of takes away from the game. I don't like to reroll. I'm like, I want this unit. I reroll, I don't get it. It takes me an hour to get it. I'm like, yo, I'm seeing the same thing for an hour straight, and that's just one thing I don't like. I don't know if they have kits up for the units yet, because like I said, but look at that. Look at that's a longsword. I don't know if that's a longsword, but it looks kind of clean. So Emily is a defender. Okay, that's pretty cool to know. So what is Astra Waltz Starlight? She's a supporter. Okay, so based off a lot of these games, so I feel like supporters are always the best things to go for. And if that's the case, if I'm not gonna be re-rolling, but if I can get Azura Walls of the Starlight, that'd be perfect. Because she's a supporter, and like, why wouldn't you want to support her? You know what I mean? What is Lacey? I'm just looking at the top three. Lacey is a ranger. Okay, like I said, there is a power creep thing, but if that's something that doesn't bother you, then just go for whoever you like. I would like to actually get Azrael Wall to the Starlight just because the supporter aspect of things. Yeah, but let me guys know down below who you guys gonna reroll for, who you guys trying to summon for. If you guys are excited for this game, like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We're gonna be doing a lot of coverage on this game. This game, like I said, it reminds me of Honkai Star Rail. I kind of dropped off of Honkai Star Rail just because I felt like it was a little too much power creep and pay to win aspect, even though there's no PvP. But that's just me. Like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.